Hey guys. Hey everyone. Although there's no one here at the moment, but we may as well try and do this for those of you. It's been a while actually, so good to be back if there's anyone here or will be here in the future. We are going to try and design Monkey D Luffy today. So let us try our best and we'll see what we come up with. We've already made Zoro. This is what we've come up with for Zoro. And then we've also done Tony Chopper, the original form. So we've got the X, the moose ears. I want to change where the arms go, and I'll make tutorials for these as well. But today we're going to try and design Luffy. Monkey D Luffy. And you might be wondering why I have a pair of nail clippers here. It is because I have lost my cutter for some reason. Like earlier today, I couldn't find it, so I've just used um I'm gonna use this for it. So we'll see how it goes. Anyways, I gotta remember what Luffy looks like as well. So I'm gonna have a look at my bigger version. Okay, so we've got blue. This is my velvet yarn that I was using. So it's like, it's not Luffy's normal color, skin color, with the blue shorts, with the yellow band, which I'll probably will add later on top, just like I did with Zoro. So I might just leave that and then start going red for the jacket, even though, so it's got to look like this. So I can't really include an additional jacket because no arms can go through it. But what I'm thinking is maybe like do red and then have this as the skin color when it comes time to do that, and then stop the red 1, 2 after that point. I'm not sure how it's gonna work, but maybe like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So maybe 7 stitches and then 1, 2, 3, and then back to. Okay. All right. I'm just talking nonsense right now. Don't mind me. Okay. So let us start with blue since the shorts of Luffy's are in blue. Hey, Avocado. How you doing? Nice to have you here. We are going to design Luffy, so I'm kind of just working my way through trying to do it, and I'm gonna have like this very miniature keychain version that we're gonna do, so that's why. All right, let's get started. Let's see what we can come up with. And I've got to have the little legs come out in flesh pink colored yarn. So let's start off with blue since the shorts are going to be in blue. So let's just work with this and see how it goes. So I might move this nail cutters. I explained why I have nail cutters. I'm going to be cutting my yarn with nail cutters because I can't find my actual cutters, which I lost somewhere today, probably in the sofa. So yeah, anyways, so that's 4, 5, and I'll do 6 in a magic ring. I like the number 6. It's very even and it's like perfect for starting off amigurumis. By the way, I'm using a 1.9 millimeter hook, and since this is a designing round, I'm going to slip stitch and chain one after every round. All right, so round number 2, we're going to try increasing all the way around. So increasing. Hopefully the body doesn't take too long, but we'll see how long it takes anyway. So for those of you who don't know, I am trying to design Monkey D Luffy as a miniature keychain, just like I have done for Tony Chopper and Zoro. And for those of you who don't know what type of characters they are anime characters from the anime series called One Piece. It's super popular in Southeast Asia and it's like kind of growing worldwide as well. So I thought, why not try these characters? And I'll have tutorials of all of these coming out as well. So don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, for those of you who haven't yet subscribed. And for those of you who have, thank you so much. Really appreciate it. And thanks for coming and joining me on this live session today. Okay, so in the third round, we're just doing a single crochet stitch and an increase. Feel free to ask me questions or comment in this live as we're going along. And yeah, so single crochet stitch followed by an increase all the way around until we have a total of 18 single crochet stitches in the round. And again, I'm just designing this, so this is going to be an interesting attempt of doing this Monkey D Luffy. I'm going to have to attempt a few different things actually, because I haven't yet tried it. So we've got 6, 12, 18. I think 18 is a perfect place to finish this. This is how I finished Laura, 6, 12, 18. And then it seems like we've gone up 2 rounds with 18 in black, although for this first round we've got bubble stitches. So I'm going to do the same thing, but I'm going to have the bubble stitches in flesh pink colored yarn, so I've got to get that ready. So what I'll do is I'll crochet 5 single crochet stitches first, 2, 3, 4, and on the 5th one I'm not going to complete it. I'm going to leave it just like that with 2 loops on my hook, and then I'm going to grab my flesh pink colored yarn, although Tony Chopper has a slightly tanner body, so you could probably use a darker one there, but that's okay. And now I'm going to make a bubble stitch, or a type of bubble stitch, except I'm going to make it a spike stitch as well. So I'm going to wrap the yarn and come further down, so it's like an elongated single crochet stitch but an elongated bubble stitch. And I'm going to completely repeat, I'm just going to repeat this until I have 4 loops on my hook. So I'm like wrapping in there, pulling up, and then pulling through 2. And now see, I've got 4 loops on my hook. And this is the point where I'm going to go back to my blue for the colored shorts and pull that all the way through. At least I think I'm pulling it all the way through. I've got stuck there for some reason. So I'm going to work my hook back in those stitches. There seems to be something strange about this last one. So let's try and figure that out, because I don't want to repeat it again. There we go. That looks way better. And I'll pull this yarn tail here just to fix this part so it's not such a big stitch. And then from there, so there we go. We've got the first leg. Now I'm going to come in here. And I just got to make sure that this is the right place. Yes. So come on, let's get in there. And then I'll have these 2 yarn tails at the back just for a couple of these. So 1, and I'm going to make 5 single crochet stitches. 2, 3, 4, and here's number 5. This is where again I'm going to change my color to flesh pink, because we want Luffy's feet to be just his normal feet, I guess. And then we're making this bubble stitch. So it will be, technically we could go in here, but I don't want to. I want to make it elongated. So I'm coming down. Oh, I could either choose right here or right here. I think I'll choose this one. So here, coming here. And the reason why I didn't really know at that point is because this was an increase. So, you know, it was just a little bit different. There was a couple of choices I could make there. So, okay. So we're going to pull through until we've got 4 loops on the hook. Then we'll change back to our beautiful blue colored shorts. And then from here, how many have we got? So I should be able to, let me just count in here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now there seems to be an issue here, because we started with 5, then we had 6, we had 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and now we have an additional 7 when we shouldn't. So I have a feeling I went in the wrong spot right here. So unfortunately, guys, this is just a part of crochet. We have to frog it. We have to frog it a little bit. Okay, so. Oh, I don't know why I did that all the way here. Whoopsie. Didn't need to frog it that much. Okay, so come back here. Weave in this beautiful blue yarn. It shouldn't take too long now. And I'll come in this stitch where it should have gone originally. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, shouldn't take long now, 4 and 5. Now this is where I switch colors, and guys, at least you can see this bubble stitch again, and that's why the elongation is so much easier to see this time, and I don't have to choose between 2 different stitches, which is perfect. 1, 2, let's come in here again one last time, pull through 2. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4 on the hook. I'm going to change back to my blue, and now we should have 6. So let's just count these. We've got what's this? The slip stitches here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, we are doing great, guys. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and number 6. And because this is my first attempt, I'm going to finish each round with a slip stitch and chain 1. Now, like I said, we're using a pair of cutters. Hey, Erzi, thanks for being here, by the way. Guys, don't forget to like this live if you are enjoying it. I'm using a pair of nail cutters, by the way, because I lost my pair of cutters. So this works just fine, see? It's perfect. So I'll leave it like that. All right, so now what I'm going to do, let's just copy a little bit of Zoro, what we did for Zoro, shall we? So you can see it's kind of like shorts, kind of. We don't need to make it exact because these are very mini characters, as you can see here. So 1, 2, 3, 4 was the bubble stitch, 5. So we got one more round of blue to go. Super easy because it's just 18 single crochet stitches. So let's just make these 18 right now. And then we're going to get on to some tricky stuff, which I still need to design. So I'll be designing it live with you. And that's where we have to kind of incorporate both red for the jacket and skin color as well for obviously Luffy's skin. So we're kind of trying to put in this colored jacket there because we're not going to make an additional jacket on top of everything because again, these are super tiny keychains and having that much detail would be incredible. And we don't want that much detail. And also I kind of want to make these as DIY kits eventually, so we don't want to make it too difficult. All right, we're finishing up here. Now, here's the big question. I think at this point, well, let's see here. So it's kind of overlaid on top of the flesh pink. So I am almost inclined to either make it flesh pink or to make it red straight away. Now, let's think, shall we? Maybe I'll make it red because technically the jacket does come down to the shorts. So maybe let's try red. So I'm going to grab some red yarn. You can see this is my process of thinking here. And it's not the best. Well, it's okay. It's not the way that everyone else does it, but this is just the way that I'm processing things right now. And I am fine to frog this, especially because it's such a miniature piece. So it's okay. It's not going to be too difficult to deal with later on. After I have weaved in both these yarn tails over here by just sticking them on top of my hook, and I want to pull this a little bit too because I don't want such a big stitch over here, especially when I'm just completing this round with a slip stitch and chain 1. And now from here, we're just going to work in the back loops only. Hey Samantha, how are you today? So good to have you here. We are making Monkey D Luffy, this type of version, a very small keychain version, just like this. I made these two today, actually. I designed both of these today. So that's why I'm coming on here and I'm like, okay, let's try and design Monkey D Luffy as well. That could be fun. And I thought, yeah, why not show you guys how I do this? So let's do this together. So now I'm coming in the back loops. And for those of you who don't know, stitches always have a front loop and a back loop. And so I'm going to work in the back loop. And the reason is because I want it to look like the shorts are kind of popping out and it doesn't just connect with the next color straight like this. I want it to look like there actually are some shorts on this character and it gives a little bit of definition, even though it probably will be colored by the yellow band that I'll make later on. See, like, but Luffy has his pants, if you will, and then it's separated with the skin color. So I'm going to do the same thing, work in the back loops. So 1, 2, and we are going to change color at some point as well because I want to get that flesh pink to show that he has a jacket on. So what have we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that's where we had the bubble stitch. 7. Now, I should change it probably at this point. So that's 7. I'm just saying this out loud so I can remember it later when I go to write a pattern. So 7 in red, change to flesh pink. This will give the illusion that he's wearing a jacket, at least I hope. We're experimenting here. And then I want 1, what's this one? 2, 3. Do I want 3 or do I want 4? Guys, what should I do? I think just 3 is probably enough. So we'll do 3. 3 stitches in flesh pink. Then I'm going to pull the red yarn through, and then I'll complete the rest of them. So we had 7, 8, 9, 10. So that's number 11, 12. Then come over here. Oh, I want to do that properly. Nice and neatly in that back loop. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, and number 18. Okay, we're looking semi-decent. I haven't finished this, so I don't know what it's going to look like at the end, but hey, we are working on it. I'm going to cut this blue because we no longer need blue. And yes, I am using a pair of nail clippers because again, I lost my actual cutters today. I think it's under the sofa or something because my sister came over and I was crocheting these 2 characters and then suddenly I lost. I just couldn't find it anymore, which happens, guys. It does happen. For those of you who crochet, I'm sure you understand all about things just being misplaced very quickly and easily. Okay, so we've got 18 now, and we're just going to repeat that, I guess. So we've done the back loop over here. I want to do another, let's say 2 rounds. First of all, 2 rounds of 18, the same thing we did right here. So that's 7, 1, 2. Let me just see if there's anyone here. Hey guys. Hey mother duck. Oh, I want one. Can you make me one? You can definitely purchase one once they're available. Hey Mads, how are you? You want one, please? Hey, I want one too. That's why I'm making it. No, I'll make these as keychains and then I will try to sell them on Etsy. Guys, don't forget to like this video. There's quite a few of you here, which is awesome. But don't forget to like. Please like this live if you do enjoy it. I hope you're coming here and you're enjoying my content. And for those of you who haven't subscribed already to my channel, please subscribe because you've got lots of tutorials on this channel that come every Tuesday and every Friday. So I drop a new tutorial on those 2 days and I'll be doing that throughout the entire year. I also teach crochet lessons for beginners, so you can go check out those playlists. I will continually add to them as well. And I try to upload shorts almost every day as well for your entertainment. So guys, don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. That would be awesome. And hopefully this channel can be monetized very soon as well, which would be really cool because we've been doing this for about 1 year now of making lots of tutorials. And yeah, hoping we can make this a bigger business and can just expand it, which would be amazing. So thank you for your support, guys. I really, 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 truly appreciate all the support and love that you guys have and give. So thank you. So I'm going to make one more round of the same thing. So 7 in red. I hope I'm in the camera, by the way. Yes. Hey Zara. Hey. Do you remember me? I asked ages ago if you could show me. Oh my gosh, yes, I do remember you. Oh my goodness. That's awesome. Wow, that was a little while ago now. Oh, so good that you're here. Thanks for coming. You're awesome. Oh, yeah, that makes me very happy. I do remember you. I do remember those little moments of answering questions. And yes, you did ask for me to show Stitch. I think you actually asked twice. And then I remembered on the second time in a different live. That's what I remember. So, yeah. But nice to have you here. Thanks for coming, for joining everything. You are so awesome. Okay. So I'm going to do this next round. Everything is the same. I haven't changed anything at this point. But in the next round, we are going to change a few things. And this is going to be an interesting round because I've never done it before. And I'm going to be experimenting as I do it. So guys, please give this live a like so that I can do this right. Let's hope. Okay, let's go. So what I'm thinking of doing is making... Let's see here. 4 single crochet stitches. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And this is where I'm going to change the yarn color back to flesh pink. Back to that beautiful flesh pink. There we go. And now I'm going to make the first hand, and it's going to come down as an elongated bubble stitch. So not here, but elongated, so further down. So here, sorry, my throat's a little bit croaky because I've been sick, so like I'm still trying to recover. So I do apologize if I sound very croaky right now. I don't mean to sound croaky. Anyway, so we're going through all of these, and then at this point, I'm going to change back to red, and I'm going to pull all of this through. I'm going to give that a little tug, and that will be the first arm right there. Now I'm going to make 2 single crochet stitches, 1 and 2, and this is actually more simple for me to follow because I can see where the flesh pink is at this point. So I'm going to maintain those 3 stitch spaces over here. So 1, 2, I accidentally wove in the red, but that's okay. 3, I'm now going to change back to red. So that's 3 there. So we did, how many have we done? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now I'm going to do 6 and 7. And from here, I'm going to change back to flesh pink so we can do that second arm. I'm actually liking how this is turning out. It's turning out really good. And we'll make a bubble stitch, but it's elongated. So remember, elongated further down. So 1, 2, and 3, just until I have 4 loops on the hook. Usually a bubble stitch has 5, but I'm making kind of a specialized bubble stitch, if you will. There's probably a name for it, but I don't know what it is. Then I'm changing back to red, and now I'm just going to weave in the flesh pink for a little bit. 1, and just to finish off this round, 2, 3, 4, and 5, just like so. Perfect. We are doing excellent. So we've got a jacket. Hey, this is looking good actually. You're really good. You're amazing. Oh, thank you so much, Mads. Hey, Zara. How are you? Oh, so good to have you here, guys. Don't forget, guys, like this live, please. Double click on your phones, or I don't actually know how else to like. Just double click. All right, so we've got this. It's looking like this. It does look quite small, but I think that's just because the blue started off small. And as soon as we start adding the fiber filling, it will fill itself up, which is good. You probably also notice that it kind of slants a little bit, and that's because I haven't really angled my hook the best at this point. And so it sometimes tends to do that. For those of you who are beginners, that will happen a lot. The way that you can fix that, by the way, well, you can't fix it once it's done, but how you can do it so that everything kind of maintains its straightness is by having it such that the yarn comes through and you angle it kind of downwards so that this loop is never longer than this loop, and then as you pull it through, you kind of pull it through on that angle just like that, and that's how you maintain the straightness. I'll probably come out with a video on that, but clearly, like, not even I follow that rule all the time, but it's okay. It's looking just fine. So what we're going to do now, we're up to the point where we can actually decrease. So I am thinking that decrease is going to be with the red. Okay, so let's try and do this as best as possible. And yes, it should be in red because I want to go above this arm here, because this has to have the illusion that there's red above it. If I just started with flesh pink here, then it's like, what type of sleeve happened here? Nothing really. Okay, so what we're going to do is single crochet stitch followed by a decrease. And this type of decrease, by the way, for those of you who don't know, is called an invisible decrease because you're going through the front loops. So there we go. So that's an invisible decrease. Then we're going to go through here, and I don't need to change the yarn color at this point. I was about to, but we don't need to. So then here, and then another decrease. Front loop, decrease. Here, front loop, and yes, I do need to change at this point because we want this part open. So I am going to change it right here, and I'm going to leave myself a little bit of yarn slack as well. Pull this, so that was the single crochet, and now we are going to make a decrease. Just like so. Then we have a single crochet here, change it back to red, leave myself a little bit of yarn slack just underneath. I'm kind of like giving myself a little bit of yarn over here. Pull it through, pull this through, tighten that stitch up. And now we are up to the decrease, just like that. Wonderful. Now we have a single crochet stitch over here and another decrease over here. And then we should have one more to go, I do believe. Yes, we do. Here it is. One, and finish that off. And I think at this point, we should change to our skin color, because this is where we're going to go straight onto crocheting the head, which is actually perfect for those of you who hate sewing. Actually, I really love sewing. It's one of my favorite things to do. I feel like adding extra pieces and doing the sewing and stuff like that makes your piece look extra beautiful at the end. But I totally get, especially for beginners, why they would not want to have sewing, because it's a type of skill that you have to learn, right? Yeah, but anyways, okay, so one. Ooh, actually, should I work in the back loops? Ooh, I'm thinking maybe yes. Maybe we should try it. Let's work in the back loops and see how we go. I'm not sure how this will go, but may as well try it. Just get everything on my hook first, right? You can see I've got a little bit of a pinched area over here. Yeah, still something's not working out there, so I am going to put this one on. Let's try it again. So I'll come this way. Okay, and I'm going to go single crochet stitch, back loop only, followed by an increase, back loop only, and we're just going to repeat that all the way. Okay, so single crochet stitch, increase, and always in the back loop, single crochet stitch. But over here I'm not going to do the back loop because there's no point. There's no illusion that has to be made here for the head, so we're just gonna keep that as normal. So single crochet right there for the flesh pink, and then back to the back loop. What did I do there? What did I do? Single crochet, so this one's increase. Let's hope I got that right. Then again, single crochet stitch, increase, 1 and 2, single crochet stitch, and increase, 1 and 2. Perfect. Now I'm going to slip stitch that just because this is my practice run. I'm designing this at this time, so may as well do the slip stitch, otherwise I will get a little bit confused with all of the numbering and things like that, and I want to make sure it's right. This is looking great, guys. Remember, we're going to have a yellow belt over here. We're going to have some stuffing in here. We're just up to the head portion now. Hey Zara, hey the best stroke. Wait, the B stroke, I don't know. But hey, nice to have you here. Thanks for coming. Okay, so I've done that. Now we're up to single crochet, and increase. Now the reason I've done this is because the round before I did only single crochet increase all the way around 6 times. I should have how many? 18. Now I'm going to do single increase so that I can have 24 at the end of this round. So 1, 2, and then an increase, 1, 2, increase. So that's the 3rd time I've done that. I've got another 3 to go. Single, and increase. So that's the 4th time right there. Here we go. Single again, single, and something's gone wrong. Increase. What have I done? Oh no, I'm fine. Okay. Just the stitches looked a bit muddled together, so I was a bit confused there for a second. 1 and 2. Okay, done. Get inside there, come over here, make a slip stitch to finish that off. Okay, we are definitely making beautiful progress on our crochet work. Now what I want to do, and this is the boring part for a lot of you guys, probably, I don't know. It can be boring, but it can also be quite peaceful because there's no extra stuff to do. And what I'm referring to here is I'm just going to go 4 straight rounds of 18 single crochet stitches. So super relaxing. You don't have to pay attention to anything except, of course, just getting your hook in those stitches. 18 times, 24 times, so each stitch making a single crochet stitch, and there are 24 stitches in the round, and you can see how I'm working around. So because I'm working in the round, that's why it's called a round in crochet, by the way, for those of you who are very new to crochet. So I'm going to just work in this round until I get to the end of my round, and I'm going to complete that 4 whole times. So 4 times that I'm going around in a circle, 18, no, I keep saying 18, 24 single crochet stitches. So as you can see here, we have just almost and now finished the first round. Slip stitch it and chain 1 to finish that round. Now when I actually do have the patterns, I'm not going to have slip stitches and chain 1, but I will suggest for beginners that they can do that, especially if they're beginners, because sometimes it's just a lot easier working with a slip stitch and a chain 1. The only thing that becomes a problem is this line down here that becomes very visible. And some people don't like to see that, and so they crochet in a spiral. But then the issue with crocheting in a spiral is when it comes to the color changes, you have to be careful how you do those. And I sometimes, especially if I don't like to cut my yarn, there's ways that you can do it, but it's kind of tedious. Another way that you can sort of do it is you start with a single crochet here and you go around, and in the last one you do a spike stitch, which is a little bit lower, so it kind of evens out. But again, like, people have their own preferences and things like that, and for beginners, that stuff is a little bit more like you have to know it, or you have to learn it as you go, so it can be a little bit not really troublesome, but just it takes a little bit more brain power and time and effort to learn that stuff. And so yeah, for beginners it can be a little bit tough, but still it's not the worst thing ever, and it can be learned pretty quickly as well, and then you learn a new technique along the way, and yeah, it's brilliant. Okay, so this is almost the end of my second round now. Remember, we said we've got 4 rounds of 24 single crochet stitches, so that's what we are trying to complete here. Notice also that I haven't filled up this with fiber filling just yet, and I will. There's just not really a need to, because I haven't really closed it super like where it's super what's the word? I don't know, super tight. The gap is so small, so I don't really need to fill up anything right now, so that's okay. And also this is not quite tall, like it's very small, so I can easily fit in a hook or a pair of cutters or something to push the yarn in. So how many have I got now? This is my third. I do believe this is the third time I'm going around, so I'm going to do that. By the way, sometimes I actually have to stand up to see your comments, so that's why I refer to them only sometimes. By the way, what is your channel? Huh? Oh, are you guys talking to yourselves? Hold on. Zara was okay, yeah, you guys are talking to yourself. I'm so good, are you? If you have one crocheting right now. Awesome, Mads, I have another video private. Okay, by the way, what's your channel? Yeah. Search Mads. Sorry, I'm just going through your comments. I realize now you guys are talking to yourselves. No problem at all. But yeah, how's your guys' days? Like, how's I'm just trying to start a conversation anyway. Anyways, so this is the third round that we're going through right here. Now we'll do one more just to finish this off. Got to do the head, right? And I am actually liking the look of this very much. And we're going to add 6mm black safety eyes as well to this crochet head. So we will get to that. Sometimes it seems like little bits of dirt and stuff, but just... Do you ever find that when you buy yarn, especially cotton yarn, sometimes, like, I found that for some of the yarn, especially white, for some reason when I purchase white cotton yarn and it comes, you know, from a different country or whatnot, it sometimes is quite dirty in certain sections, and I'm just like, why? How did this happen? But anyways, yeah, that it has been a common occurrence for me when I buy white or cream cotton yarn, and sometimes even with pink flesh yarn like the one I'm using right now. Anyways, small things. All right, so we have made the head right here. Almost. We almost got it. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to start doing the decreases at this point. Okay, so decreases are coming. Let's start with a decrease. All right, here we go. Single crochet stitch, followed by another single crochet stitch, followed by an invisible decrease. Now we just repeat that. Single, followed by another single, followed by an invisible decrease. And we're just going to repeat that. I'm just going to grab a little bit more flesh pink yarn. So single there, single here, and invisible stitch over there. Okay, single here, another single, and invisible decrease. Not many to go. I think there's only 2 to go. Single, single, invisible decrease. And finally, single, single, invisible decrease. All right, we'll make that slip stitch because that's what we've been doing. Now this is the point before I go any further. I mean, I still could, but I don't want to at this point. I'm going to pop out these arms. I'm just going to poke them a little bit so it looks like they're popping out, because that's what we want, and it will pop out anyway once I add the fiber filling. But the first thing we want to do before I add the fiber filling is I want to add the eyes. So we've got our 6mm safety eyes over here, coming up, and I do actually need to buy some more 6mm safety eyes before these run out. I didn't realize how quickly I would be using them, especially with these tiny characters. Let me just grab it out. Hold on, I'm struggling here. 1, 2, 3. Don't need that many. 1, 2. Easy done. Put these back. Do you ever find with safety eyes I can get, especially if you only have a bag or something? I don't have the little case where people kind of pop it out because I use particular sets, so I don't need a range. Anyway, so what we're going to try and do is pop it in the same spot as Zoro. So we've got the neck, 1, 2, between 3 and 4 from the neck. So here's the neck, 1, 2, 3 and 4. So I'm going to pop one here. Getting quiet now because I need the focus. Or should I put it here? Maybe I'll put it over here. See what it looks like over here. Sometimes this is all just trial and error as well, putting in the eyes and seeing what works and the placement. I don't want the eyes too far apart because it's meant to be a cute looking little Luffy. That looks pretty good to me. That looks good. All right, so I'm going to leave it like that. And I'm going to put on these back sealers. You can see the back portion just pushes right up to the back of the yarn at the back. Push it through, push it nice and securely. Okay, eyes are now in place, nice and secure. So that's what we're looking like, guys. And now I need some fiber filling. Here is fiber filling. Oh, this is the point where I really wish I had my cutters right now so I could really condense this yarn inside. I can't believe I have lost my pair of cutters. I was looking everywhere for them as well. I know they're somewhere underneath the couch or underneath one of the cushions of the couch. I don't know. But yeah, anyways, I gotta find them. This is the only pair I have, and they're like perfect for this sort of thing as well, because you can just push everything in here. Just trying to use a pair of pliers now. This is all I have. Okay, so push it in there, get it in nice and condensed. It's looking all right. I'm just gonna do layer upon layer, sometimes with my fingers, although I have to be careful with my fingers because sometimes I'd really like, I don't know, there was something that was really hurting in my fingers, and so when I was pushing it was actually hurting somewhere over here, but it doesn't hurt anymore, which is good. But I just always want to be careful because some random things like that happen at times. Okay, so let's continue adding fiber filling. The brain is popping out, but I need to keep it in here. Maybe I should just do this much, and then what I'll do, so it's just kind of falling out a bit, I will just do the next round and then I'll start adding it a lot better. Okay, let's do that. Sorry, I'm kind of talking to myself because again, it's good for you guys to hear what a designer thinks and feels as they go along. So this might help you as well, and you might be able to relate as well, especially when you've been, I don't know, for those of you who crochet, when you design your own things, maybe these are the types of things that you think about too. All right, we're doing 1 single crochet stitch and then a decrease. 1 single crochet stitch and a decrease, and we're going to repeat that a total of 6 times, or in our case just another 4 times. So here's the 3rd time. Then we have single with a decrease, a single again with another decrease, and we'll have 1 more to go. Single and a decrease. Beautiful. Okay, come into this very first stitch right here and make a slip stitch and chain 1. And now I'm gonna add some more fiber filling because this is what we do. So I'm gonna add the fiber filling again, as best as I can. I don't have a pair of cutters. Should I use a fork? I don't know what to use. Here's a hook, the back end of my hook. Some people have those beautiful kind of like poker sticks. I really wish I had one of those, but I can't afford anything right now. Okay, so going to just keep poking this in my head, or Luffy's head. Get it all in there. Maybe just a little bit more. I like how I keep using different things to poke this in. I just realized that I had changed from 2 hooks to now a pair of pliers. That was completely subconscious. I wasn't thinking about it, so I was doing it. So, all right, so I'm just gonna continue. Now, the reason I'm doing this for those of you who just arrived is because I've lost my pair of cutters. I think I've mentioned that maybe like 7 times now, but I really have lost my pair of cutters. I don't know where they are. So I'm using a pair of nail clippers to cut things and pliers and hooks to push things in. So anyways, let us continue on to our final round of the head before our brains kind of mush their way out. Poke this in as best as I can, and what we're going to do is we're going to finish now with just full decreases the entire way around. Now, if I was crocheting in a spiral, so right now, let me just preface, I've been finishing each round with a slip stitch and chain 1. And because of that, for this round, I'm making 6 decreases. However, if I were to crochet in a spiral, that doesn't really work. And that's because the stitch spaces would be quite like the gap would be a lot smaller. So what I usually say in patterns is if you're crocheting in a spiral, just to make 5 decreases, not the 6 as you would intuitively predict or think of doing, and then make a slip stitch in the next stitch and fasten off. So that's what I would be saying. But since we're just making a slip stitch and chain 1 for our practice Luffy, then we're just going to make 6 decreases, which we've just done. Okay, done. So next is, I can actually just use a tapestry needle for this part. I was going to use a sewing needle, but no point because I don't need to weave into very small spaces. So I'm going to use a tapestry needle, and I'm going to weave into the front loops of the remaining 6 stitches. And then we're going to pull it to close the circle. So watch this. We've got a circle here, right? As I pull, it's going to close itself. Easy done. Now I'm going to insert that needle right at the center. For those of you who don't know, putting it through the center is the best thing you can do. And then you pull it and watch, it just flattens itself out. which is why the center is where you should put that needle. But now this is not where you should leave it off. This is the next part is where you should kind of follow the lining of the stitches, so you can make it subtle where you are weaving it in the head. So here you see the line of the stitch kind of going on that diagonal. So I'm going to follow that, and then it won't be so obvious. Because some people do things like just straight down or straight up or across. It's not good to do that because it will become very obvious. So follow this lining. You could go, usually you can see one over the top. It's like a little X and one goes over the top. So I'm just going to follow the one that goes over the top. And that way, as you can see, it's completely disguised. You wouldn't even know I'd sewn over that portion. Now, cut with my beautiful pair of nail clippers. Ew. And there we go. So we got the head. What have we got? I'm just reading the comments now because I'm standing up. So what do we got? I'm going back, guys. Mads, you're so beautiful. Oh, you guys are so cute. Okay. Thanks, Phoebe. I used to crochet, but I gave up because I watched vids like this that make me go crazy. Oh no, don't give up. Come on, you can do it. Just get back into it. Watch those tutorial vids. I'm gonna make tons of tutorials, so go watch my vids. And purchase a little pattern if you got time too. It helps my business. You're crushing Luffy's brains. No, yeah, I kind of was. Sorry about that. Zara, no, little guys. Luffy is bald. Yes, Luffy is bald right now. I'm gonna add hair. Don't worry. Oh my gosh, I have on my channel. Hola, hi, my back. God bless her. Thank you. Thanks. Sorry to ask, but okay, you guys are talking. Hey, Florist, I haven't seen you in a while. Of course, I remember you. And no problem goes with her. And I was so sorry. I think some of you are talking to amongst yourselves, which is very cute. They look good. Hello. I deleted it. Okay. Awesome. Thanks, guys. And thanks for the likes on this video as well. All right. So doesn't it look good though? It looks like we've got the illusion of a jacket when we haven't actually done anything. And then we've got shorts over here. And now the only thing left to do. Hey, Mushroom Fairy. Nice to have you here. I'm still standing up so I can see your comments, guys. Bro, I forgot I have school. Oh, no. Okay, you need to go to sleep. Go to sleep. Wait, it's Good Friday, though, isn't it? Why do you have school on Good Friday? Unless, am I just tripping and thinking it's, I don't know. I just thought Good Fridays, but maybe not in all countries. Practice. Okay. Okay, all right, so Luffy is going well. We still need, if we wanted to, we could add little buttons here with French knots in yellow. I could also add the tail here. We also need the hair. So what should we do first? Guys, tell me. Can I do a vote thing? I don't even know. Start a poll. What should I ask? Hair or what's the other one? Oh my gosh. Hair or belt. What should we crochet next? Hold on, I'm just writing a poll. Need to get some interaction here, right? All right, guys, tell me. What should we crochet next? Go vote. Go vote. Tell me what I should crochet next. Gotta go. Bye for now. See you, Mads. Bye. We got hair. 3 of you have voted hair. All right, I feel like hair is the way to go then. All right. Let us do this. All right. Where's my black? Here it is. Okay, let's see how this will go. Grab some yarn. I need to get it from... this is the worst when I can't find the end of my yarn, especially when, because I like getting it from the inside so you can just keep pulling it continuously instead of from the outside where you have to go around and around. But sometimes, I don't know if you notice this, sometimes with your own yarn or whatever, I can't sometimes find the little yarn tail inside. So yeah, that's just a little pet peeve. Again, no biggie, it's just a nuisance when your yarn just goes everywhere. Okay, now this is looking good. I'm very happy with the body. Stick it over here. Stay there. Okay, now we are going to crochet the hair. So let us work very nicely here. So we will have a magic ring. Make 6 single crochet stitches in the magic ring. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Boom. Pull the magic ring, tail, make a slip stitch in the right place. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Coming over here, make a slip stitch. Okay, there we go. Now we need to make an increase in every single stitch until we have 12 stitches in this second round. So 1 and 2, 1 and 2. So that's the third time we've done it. Here's the fourth time, 1 and 2. The fifth time, 1 and 2. And the sixth time, 1 and 2. Easy. Super easy. I'm just kidding. Okay, next we're going up to 18. We've done 6, we've done 12, this is 18. So we need to do this by doing single crochet stitch followed by an increase. Single followed by an increase. Single, increase, that's the third time. Just finish that increase. Here's the fourth time, single, increase, 1 and 2. Single, increase, just there, single finally, and increase. Now this is where we get the section where we need to figure out the hair. So it's gonna be like that. Now we need some strands, huh? So let us try what to do. What if we try 4? 1, 2, 3, 4 chains. Slip stitch in the first and 2 single. What's it gonna look like? 1 and 2. Gonna come over here. Slip stitch in the next one. Let's just see what that looks like. That's actually good. Okay, so 4 is the way to go for the front. 1, 2, 3, 4. Slip stitch. And then 2 single crochet stitches once we get to it. So 1 single, 1 single. Okay, come over here. Let's do this a couple more times. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Slip stitch, single, and another single. Let's do it another time. I'm not going to do this all the way around. I've got to increase it even more. 1, 2, 3, 4. Single, sorry, not single, a slip stitch, then a single, and then another single. Cool, come in this next one. Now let's see how that's looking. So let's say I pop that on. 1, 2, 3, 4. I like it, it's looking good. So what I might do from here is do 5. I'll make 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. When I say I'll make 5, I mean chain 5. So slip stitch, single, single again, and another single. So that's 1 5. I might make 2 5s. Let's just see. That was a 4. That was a 5. So yeah, I'm gonna make 2 5s. I think 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 chains. Slip stitch, single, single, and single. Now I'm gonna have a 6. When I say 6, I mean chain 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So slip, and then we'll have 4 single crochet stitches. 2, don't want to weave that in. 3 and 4. And now we can do the back of the hair. So remember, on this side we'll also have a 5, 6, and 6. So we need 7, 7, 7, 7, 7, 7, 7, 7. Okay. All right, let's just do that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Excuse me, 6, 7. I ate an apple, so I am burping from my apple. Sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Come in here. Do it again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Slip stitch first, and then 5 single crochet stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're gonna finish this in no time. Well, sort of. Come over here. Let's do another chain 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Slip stitch. 5 single crochet stitches coming up. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Next one. Don't forget to subscribe, guys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'll be having tutorials of all these characters coming out in May, so don't forget to subscribe. We're almost in May, actually. Can you believe that? It's like 1.5 weeks to go. That is crazy. Half of this, I mean, a third of this year is already gone. Like, what? I swear this year just started. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I need me some more yarn. So we need slip stitch. Ooh, got it. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Sorry guys, I'm extremely focused on the hair right now, and I'm sitting down so I can't read your comments, but as soon as I stand up I will be reading your comments. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We're almost finished the hair as well, actually, so that's good for you guys to know and for me to feel as well, that we're coming to the end of the hair, which is fantastic. We still have the hat to go though. Oh my gosh, there's actually quite a few things to do. You can see how this takes a little bit of time, can't you? Like, but it's okay. I want to get DIY kits for these. You guys can make them yourselves. I'll have the pattern tutorial videos and all the materials that you need to make it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's just obviously because I am kind of like a one person trying to get all this together. It's difficult trying to get the finances to get all the materials I need to make these kits and things like that, but obviously I need to try and invest somehow so I can do this and make it a viable business. I really just want to make this a business and make it good. Okay, so we have, what do we have here? We've got 6, 6, and 5. So this is the last time we're doing 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Last 7 is right here. Perfect. Done. We've got 5 single crochet stitches up the chain. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Here we go for finishing, almost finishing off. So we have, first of all, we have a 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So slip stitch and 4 single crochet stitches. 2, 3, and 4. And now in the last 2 we've got 5 chains. So let's do that here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Slip stitch. Once, twice, and 3 times. You might be asking, but you chained 5. Why did you only have 4 stitches coming down here? It's because you always start in the second chain from the hook. Just in case you're wondering that. You probably weren't, but just in case, I want to teach you it anyway. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. I'm here to teach you guys how to crochet, how to do all the little tips and tricks. So that's what I'm going to tell you. And that's why I create videos for you. 3 and 4. So if you guys are new to crochet, go check out my crochet for beginners tutorial playlist. I try to continue uploading there as much as possible, and I teach very friendly from literally how to hold a hook and how to hold the yarn all the way up to the types of stitches and things like that. So go check that out if you're new to crochet and you want to crochet. And for those of you who already know how to crochet but are still a beginner, go check it out anyway, because it might consolidate some things, or you might learn some tips and tricks along the way. So go do that if you haven't already. All right, so we've got the hair did. Now what we need to do is cut this with my nail clippers. Some people like to weave that in. I'm fine. I don't need to weave it in. I'm fine. And then next minute it all comes apart. No, it won't. It really won't. It will be fine. So that's where I finished it over here. These were my 4 things at the front. And I got this over here. So let's grab our pins and let's just pin this all in place, because it's time to pin the hair so we know what it's going to look like. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then this was the other 5 over here. Oh, what I should have done is pinned it in the middle first. Whoopsies. So I'm going in the center here, and I'm also going in the center of my head down here. So I got to make sure that's all in place, huh? And now from here, now it makes it easier. I'm not gonna have this pinned down here. I'm gonna pin it like there, so I can have some of the hair kind of flicking up for Luffy, which I feel kind of suits his straw hat personality. Let's grab some pins out over here just so it's easier to pick up. Pull that one down a bit more. Pull that one down a bit more. I think we're looking good. I like it. Remember guys, this is the first time I'm doing this, so this is how I've designed him. And it's a big first try, but I'm liking it. I definitely am liking what he's looking like. So I'm happy about that, I guess. These will be actual tutorials made available for you as well. So be sure to like this live and any tutorials that come out, guys, because I'm making this stuff for you. You're welcome. I hope you do use it though. Like, I really do want you guys to learn how to crochet and just love it as much as I do. It's such a good hobby and thing to learn, so I really hope you guys enjoy it so much. And that's exactly why I am trying to make something that you can follow along with, tutorials, learning how to crochet. I just want to help you guys. But I also want to make this into a business. I've been doing this for a year, I think I've been saying. So yeah, I have such a passion for it. I would just want you guys to learn, and so I'm doing all of this stuff to really help you guys do it. And then at the same time, especially now that it's been over a year, I'm really wanting to make this into like a full-time thing and make an actual business out of it. So your support is so greatly appreciated as well. I really appreciate it. And maybe as the years come, you can tell me other things that you want me to make, and I can do tutorials of those things as well for you. Yeah, lots of stuff coming. All right, here's the hair. And now I'm going to end this poll because I've just stood up, and I'm going to check these comments. What have we got? What have the people been saying? I love your videos. Thank you so much, Alice. You're so sweet. Bessie's forever said hi. Hey, Christina. Hey, Love Bunny. He's so cute. Thank you, Evnish. Oh, you're welcome. Thank you, guys. You guys are awesome. Chopper is big chillin'. Yes. What did you say? You can also add blush to add cute details to the ticks. Yes, I've seen loads of people do that as well. It can be cute. I like to add it to like female things, not so much the guys, but yes, absolutely. And yes, makeup powder brush. I legit have like no makeup. I'm like a person who never wears makeup, and also I've got no money for it. So I can't. But yes, it's a good thing. All right. So, now that we have the hair did, I am going to leave it like that just for now because I don't want to sew it. I don't think it's necessary. You guys get the general idea. I would usually be sewing around this, keep it in place. Let's do the belt now in yellow, and then we can make a hat as well. This is not the hat that we'd be having. Looks cute though, but it's not the hat. This is a smaller hat, and this is a keychain type hat with a yarn chain actually, and this is already on a tutorial video, so if you just want to make the hat, go check out that. For this type of guy, like this size is what I mean, we'll make a slightly bigger hat. I think it's only fair to make his hat a little bigger. But let's make the belt first, and we'll do that with autumn yellow. Probably could have done it with yellow, but I'll leave it as is. Actually, I did find some yellow here, so we'll do it with this. All right, got some yellow, and what I will do is, whoops, sorry, I got a hair over there. Put this pin in place over here, put this over here, put that over there. Everything's just everywhere. Okay, I'm going to leave a little bit of a yarn tail. I'm going to chain, let's say, maybe, 30? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, and 30. Just going to check how this looks. We need a little bit more. Let's try 31, 32, 33, 34, 35. Maybe like 38, let's see. No, that's perfect. 35 is the way to go. So chain 35. I'm going to leave a bit of a yarn tail as well at this end. Oh my gosh, these nail clippers are the worst. But it's all I have. Okay, so got that. Done there. I'm liking it. I'm liking it. Now we are going to grab a needle. Here it is. This is called a sewing needle, by the way. This here is called a tapestry needle. What's the difference? Difference is tapestry needles have a big eye, and this end is blunt. Sewing needles have a small eye, and this end is relatively sharp. So that's the difference in case you didn't know. Tapestry, sewing needle. Yeah, okay. So from here, what I'm gonna do is use a sewing needle because I want to weave through the stitches, and I find it's a lot easier with a sewing needle instead of a tapestry needle. So I'm gonna have this coming all the way around. I might start in the middle over here. So I'll come over here. I'm going to probably come over here too. I want to make sure this is the right way, so I'm going to pull, pull, pull. It's turning the wrong way. Pull that. This will go all the way around. I probably don't really need to sew it there. I could probably just sew it over here, back there. But since we're already here, may as well. So I want to come over here. Oh no, did you see that? We lost a strand. Lucky I picked up on that as well at that point, because it could be your worst nightmare to miss out on a strand and continue pulling and everything just goes wrong, and then you have to cut it and start again. So I'm going to come back here. I am going to sew this since I'm right here now. I'll put this over here. I'm going to come out a little bit over the top here, like there. I'll use a pair of pliers to pull this through. Sometimes you do need to use a pair of pliers, guys. It's not easy sometimes pulling out a tapestry, a sewing needle, but you know. Now, oh, I should have started from here. I'm so silly. That's okay. That is okay. I'm gonna just pull it as much as I can. Pull, 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 pull. Come here. Through here. Then come back over here. And then where it's supposed to dangle down, I'm gonna put the needle out here. Pull that through. Grab this. And I should have started a little bit early, but hey, it's okay. It's not the worst thing. Chuck my needle through this point. Just like this. Good. This part will dangle down and I'll just come right back into here to fix it in place, and then I'll just have the yarn needle come out kind of just anywhere. It doesn't really matter where it goes at this point, because this is the end. But in any case, now that's looking good. And what I might do is just weave this in one more time through the fiber filling and come out somewhere else in the body. The thing is, I just want it to wrap on the inside through that fiber filling so that it's nice and secured inside, and then this doesn't come out. So that's what we're gonna do. There's a long tail here that we can just cut because we don't need this anymore. And then for this one, we can just cut it also and push it back in. Next time what I'd probably do is not start here. I'd probably start over here just so I've got a little bit of a longer yarn tail, but hey, this is more than fine. There's no problem with that. All right, so there's the beautiful there's the belt. Now we need to sew or embroider this eye. Remember, Luffy has the scar, right? Now the scar is in black, so I guess I will grab some black. Just like this much, maybe like maybe 15 centimeters. You probably don't even need that much. I'm going to chop it with my beautiful pair of nail cutters, and I'm going to pull 1 ply from my 4 ply. This is to make it super thin. I'm going to use a sewing needle as well. You don't want to use a tapestry needle here because tapestry needle is just way too thick. We want to get in these small stitch spaces, and sometimes not even in the stitch space. Sometimes we work in between the stitch space. So you really need a sewing needle, which is short. Not short, why do I keep saying short? Which is sharp, super sharp. And that's what you want. So like I'll even start from here. Or I could start from here actually. Let's make it easier on ourselves. So I'll come up here. Need a pair of pliers. Oh, almost dropped that. Okay, come through here, pull it up. And now I'm just going to lift this strand just so I can get in the eye section. So maybe I'll come up to here, and then I'm going to come down here to kind of curve it. You'll see. Ah, I lost it. Put this through the eye of the needle. Struggling. Okay, that's not going through. Oh my goodness, why is this so tough today? All right, get it through, there we go. And now, as I pull this, I'm going to weave this around this section here, just around it, so it kind of curves the shape. You see how I did that? It curves the shape. And then I'm going to insert the needle straight back into that stitch, just straight back into it. Let's try and get it done properly. And then I'm going to come up in a different section, and it's not even in a stitch space, it's kind of like in between it. That's why you need a sewing needle, guys, especially to work in these really small areas. So we're going to pull that. And then, yes, it came out of the needle again. It helps, I guess, if you have a longer yarn tail. But I just didn't want to waste too much yarn. So I'm going to come over here and make some of those scar details. Come over here, maybe. Still need this. Oh. I'm really struggling, guys. Please support me by subscribing. I'm kidding, but yes, please subscribe. I am finding this quite tedious today for some reason. It's not fun. No, it's fine. I love crochet, guys. I really do love crochet. Okay, so I'm gonna come over here and maybe, I know why it's so tough, by the way. It's because that plastic for the eye is right there. And I keep getting into it with the sewing needle, and that's why it's becoming really tough. And also when I pull this through, I like tug it a bit too tight, so the yarn seems to just come out. Now I don't need to go up here because this hair strand is going to cover it, so I don't really mind about that one. I've worked in the opposite way this time, which is perfect because I don't get that plastic from the eye underneath, which is good. And now that is the end of the eye scar. It looks good. It looks good. Now what do I do with these two? I'm just going to tie a double knot. Super easy. Just tie a double knot. 1 and 2. Dunskies. Then I can chop this, grab my yarn needle, push this through so that I hide the black portion. I can also kind of come over here and just weave it, pull it from behind to get it out. There we go. Now we have the belt, the jacket, the shorts, the scar, and the hair. The pins look like hair clippies. The struggle is real. Totally. Okay, well, we technically have the hat to go, but we've been here for over an hour, so I feel like in the tutorial you will see the hat. Okay, it will be fairly self-explanatory. It's like gonna be 6, 12, 18, 24, probably up to 30. Go down, change to red, and then start working outward for maybe 2 rounds. Super easy. It would be very quick. Do you want me to do it here? It's up to you guys. Let me know. If you want me to do it right now, I will. Otherwise, we will end it. Guys, what would you like? What would you like? Want me to do it, or you want me to just do the tutorial for it? Here, look, guys. This is so cute. Look at these characters. You don't have to. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Yeah, I might just leave it then. You guys are amazing. Thank you so much. We are getting these together. I will have tutorials for you in May, like I said. And yeah, I hope you enjoy these characters and the things that I'm making for you. So don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. And I will see you in the next live session. Thanks so much, guys. So nice to have you here and joining. See you later. Bye.